This happened at about 8:45 this morning while we were on the air. It first broke. It's now some 3 hours and a few minutes later. Let's go back to that moment when we were on the air and the first crash took place.
Hey, can I get you autograph also?
What the hell was that?
It sounded like a plane crash. Can I get you autograph also?
What the hell was that?
It sounded like a plane crash.
Can you get the tripod, please?
Crashed? Jim, just a few moments ago, something believed to be a plane crashed into the south tower of the World Trade Center. I just saw flames inside. You can see the smoke coming out of the tower. We have no idea what it was. It was a tremendous boom just a few moments ago. You can hear around me emergency vehicles heading towards the scene. Now, this could have been an aircraft, or it could have been something internal. It appears to be something coming from the outside due to the nature of the opening on about the 100th floor of the south tower of the World Trade Center. Police vehicles and fire vehicles are zipping by me here. We just have no idea. So to the south of the tower, we see some particles, also some gray smoke. Now the smoke coming out of the opening appears to be black smoke. This would indicate things are burning inside. We have no idea of what happened, but we did hear what sounded like an aircraft, and then a tremendous boom. Now, I don't know whether we could confirm that that was an aircraft or not. David, what did you hear? What would you say you heard? This is our cameraman, Dave Stolick.
Incredible explosion. Very, very loud.
How about you, hon?
Sounded like a bomb.
Well, it could be. It could be something internal as well. There are pieces of the superstructure of the World Trade Center sticking out, but a lot going in. As I say, this appears to be about the 100th floor of the south tower of the World Trade Center. I hope we can get some further information from the newsroom up there, Jim.
Ollie, I'm just told also that our transmitter, which is on top of the World Trade Center, also took a hit, so we were briefly affected up here. One's memory has to go back to the another terrorist attack. One would hope it is not this time, but if it were a plane that crashed into the side of the building, you would imagine that there would be something on the ground that would be visible. So
That's true, Jim. I cannot see the ground from here. You'll recall back in, I believe it was 1945, when a U.S. Air Force plane crashed into about the 70th or 80th floor of the Empire State Building during a foggy night. This is the skies here, as you can see, are perfectly clear. So I'm starting to lean to the idea that perhaps this, whatever happened here, came from the inside of the World Trade Center.
Yeah, of course, that incident back there in the 40s in the offices of Catholic Charities up in the 80th floor of the Empire State Building. This, of course, the new tallest building in town, now obviously on the north tower of the World Trade Center. Something has either crashed into the World Trade Center. If it I'm just told that Metro Traffic is reporting that it was indeed a plane crash. If that's the case, where's the plane? I would ask. I don't see it in that live picture there. And one's thoughts obviously go back to a terrorist attack on the World Trade Center that created havoc there back in the early 90s. Ali, any new developments that you can see from your vantage point?
You can't see flames now. There is a fire going on that at that site. We don't know. Are you saying that shadow traffic is saying something about a plane?
Shadow traffic is telling us that it was indeed a plane crash. Metro Traffic, I'm sorry. Metro Traffic is telling us that it was indeed a plane crash. Now, I understand that you are over by City Hall, having been reporting on the political developments. Now, you are a good, 8, 9, 10 blocks away from the scene right now?
At least, Jim. We're at Park Row, and, of course, the World Trade Center is at least 6 or 7 blocks away from us. I do see more flame now.
Okay, you can see, because we cannot see flame. We see lots of black smoke. But we can't see flame. All right, here's Ali, if you have a monitor there, I don't know whether you do or not, but there is another picture in which we do see flame.
Right. I do see more flame now.
Okay, you can see, because we cannot see flame, we see lots of black smoke, but we can't see flame. All right, here's Ali, if you have a monitor there, I don't know whether you do or not, but there is another picture in which we do see flame.
Right. I do see more flame now.
Okay, you can see, because we cannot see flame, we see lots of black smoke, but we can't see flame. All right, here's Ali, if you have a monitor there, I don't know whether you do or not, but there is another picture in which we do see flame.
Right.
And we see a gaping hole in the exterior of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. With smoke, go ahead.
That's the south side of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. If this indeed was an aircraft, this has not been confirmed. It was heading south over Manhattan. And I did hear some kind of a screech or some kind of a wail before a tremendous boom. I first thought it was a plane. Then I looked at what was going on here and saw that perhaps it was internal rather than external, but we'll have to wait for official confirmation on that. Emergency vehicles, as you know, Jim, are really pouring onto the scene.
Sure, we can hear them in the background as you're reporting to us. Now, once again, what time was it, if you can recall, Ali, when this took place?
We were right into the commercial break, and it was about a minute and a half before we came on, Jim, so work it out.
All right, Ali. Now, I'm told by the control room that we're obviously trying to talk to people in that neighborhood who have been a little closer to it than you are, Ali. Do we have any people to talk to?
Sure, we've got some people here walking away. Excuse me, sir, did you see what happened?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I saw something like bombing.
Did you see anything hit the building, or did it come from the building?
That's the bomb, I think so.
Something hit the building?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, we got some other people. They're all rushing away from the site.
Don't blame them, especially that fellow with a little girl in his arms.
Did you see what happened, sir? Did you see what happened? What happened?
Well, I was in the past train, and there was a huge explosion sound. Everyone came out. A large section of the building is blown out, around like the 80th floor.
Was it hit by something, or was it something inside?
It was inside. Because it looked out. Everything was coming out. All the windows were coming out. All the papers were
What is on the sidewalk?
I didn't see anything.
Was there any people hurt, do you know?
I just ran, and everyone in the past train just ran. I don't know if anyone was hurt, but I assume they were because the windows were all blown out.
All right, thank you.
Ali, you would have to assume a very, very terrible situation if that indeed is the case, because I'm sure there were people up there in that World Trade Center. Now, we have lost, again, our transmitter is on top of the World Trade Center, so we apparently have consequently lost contact with Dick Oliver, but we are on the phone with an eyewitness. Rosa, can you hear me? Is Rosa there?
Hello?
Rosa?
Yes.
This is Jim Ryan here in the studio.
Hi.
What is your last name, please?
Cardona Rivera.
Oh, Cardona. Rosa Cardona Rivera. Tell us what you saw and heard, if you would, please.
Okay, I'm at 99 Hudson Street. I was standing outside, actually, at the side of the building smoking a cigarette. and I hear a plane, and I don't usually see planes in this area. Then all of a sudden, I saw it go right into the to the World Trade Center, to the building.
So
right
you saw a plane crash into the side of the World Trade Center?
Yes, sir.
And
I'm like on the 14th floor, so I was just like looking out, you know, because there's like a fire, something like fire staircase or something, you know, just like a little balcony. And I saw it go right into the building, and I was like, oh my God, you know. And it was a big plane. It wasn't, you know, a little plane. It was fairly big.
how big, can you tell us? Give us an idea.
I don't know. I would say it was like a plane that I board on to go, you know, to. Well,
so this wasn't just a small Piper Cub or something that had gone the wrong way, and of course we would the weather, I take it, where you are is just about picture perfect.
Picture perfect, yes. It's very clear outside.
So there would be the suspicion then that anybody who would drive a plane smack into the middle of the World Trade Center would have done it on purpose.
It would seem that either that or they lost control, but I can't see something like that. I mean, it was like right into the building, so, you know, and it was coming low. You know, because if I were to see a plane that was going high, and then all right, but this was coming low. It's very visible.
Can you see the streets below the World Trade Center?
No, I cannot, because I'm on Hudson Street.
You're in Hudson?
Yeah, I'm on Hudson Street in Franklin. So
now you say you were out there grabbing a smoke when it happened?
Right.
What did the other people do when they heard the noise?
Well, there was nobody. I'm up on the 14th floor.
Oh, you were on the 14th floor.
Yeah,
I see.
So I'm not street level. I was up on the 14th floor, and I was just like looking out, you know, just watching the scenery, and when I saw the plane.
All right, Rosa, thank you very much. Talking with eyewitness Rosa Cardona Rivera on the 14th floor of a building very close to the World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan. And once again, Dick Oliver was on the scene down at City Hall reporting to us. However, our transmitter is located on top of the World Trade Center building, so that apparently caused our picture from that remote to just go out on us. But once again, yes?
I was just saying, I can imagine what the people there must be going through, given what happened there a decade ago.
Yes, Dave?
I was just saying, I can imagine what the people there must be going through, given what happened there a decade ago.
Yes, Dave?
I was just saying, I can imagine what the people there must be going through, given what happened there a decade ago.
Yes, Dave?
I was just saying, I can imagine what the people there must be going through, given what happened there a decade ago.
Yes, Dave?
I was just saying, I can imagine what the people there must be going through, given what happened there a decade ago.
Yes, Dave?